Deshaun Watson here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Deshaun?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I am doing fine. Is this a dream come true this season so far for you?
It is. It's, something I've been working my whole life for and dreaming about, and now it's happening. So it's been great.
Well, I mean, I guess let's work our way back a little bit because it's just a dream come true in terms of at this point last year, you essentially knew that your knee had been torn up and played a game against South Carolina with an ACL that you knew would need surgical reparation. Now here you are getting set to go to the Heisman Downtown Athletic Club, Deshaun. I mean, did you even in your mind think that this could be possible?
I did. I had faith in myself and God, and I just knew that, my athletic trainers was going to get me right, and my preparation was going to get me to this point. A lot of people didn't think I was going to be able to play at least half the season, and, I wasn't going to be as healthy and as good as, people projected me to be. But, that stuff is all noise and people outside, and I know what's inside of me and inside the locker room. So, I watched, Adrian Peterson, when he tore his ACL and came back and got MVP, so that kind of motivated me.
Yeah, did you speak to Adrian or anybody who had gone through it before?
I have not. Just really the people on my teammates that tore the ACL and, how they recovered and came back. And, that was pretty much the only people I already talked to.
ACC player and Offensive Player of the Year and Heisman Trophy finalist Deshaun Watson joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. What was rehab like for you? What was that like?
It was very tough. Long days, early mornings, late nights, and just times that I got discouraged and really upset about how my knee was coming out, and I just had to make sure I stayed on pace and did everything and a little extra more to try to come back even stronger.
And now hitting the Wayback Machine even more. You are from Gainesville, Georgia, and you started playing quarterback your freshman year of high school.
Right.
You were a starter. How old were you when you were starting in high school?
I just turned 14. And so, I was a little kid, just, learning the varsity level. And, I just came in and beat out a senior and a junior. And, just everything else went from there on. Sky's the limit.
14 years old, though. Deshaun, I mean, good Lord. How were you able to pull that off at age 14?
Honestly, just really, the way I was raised and, what I grew around the sports. My older brother played sports, and so, I always played older, and every sport I did, I always played an age above, my regular age, and I kind of had, previous experience, and, that was something, God's gift, just had me able to, play with the older guys, and, at age 14, starting at the varsity level.
And is it true that freshman year, when you're 14 years old, trying to lead your team to a championship as a 14-year-old quarterback, your mom was battling cancer too? Is that true?
Yeah, she was. And then, all my sophomore year too, those 2 years, she was.
And how's your mom now? How is she now?
She's great. She's cancer-free. And she had been, her first time in New York. That was one of her goals. So she'd be in New York City and enjoying herself.
And she is going to be part of how many people who are coming with you to New York?
Just me, my mom, and my aunt. Just those two, and just the amount of tickets we got. Just those two, and everyone else is, back home watching.
What would it mean to you to win the Heisman Trophy, Deshaun Watson?
It mean the world. Just one of my life. One of my goals is really just, going in there winning the Heisman, just sitting that when I was younger playing the games and my creative player on the video game winning the Heisman and, just wishing and dreaming like, one day I want that experience in that moment. And, now I have an opportunity, it can come true.
So who have you modeled your game after your whole career, your whole life? Who have you emulated?
I never really modeled my game after anyone, but I kind of watched growing up. I was a big Tim Tebow fan. Middle school and early high school, I was telling myself I'm going to Florida. That's what I'm going to play for and be just like Tim Tebow. And, kind of got into the recruiting thing, and Cam Newton came around. I had an opportunity to meet him and grow a relationship with him. So I watched Cam Newton. Michael Vick, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, just a whole bunch of guys. Really, I love to watch, everyone, even people on the college level now, I love to watch.
So what was your conversation with Cam like, Deshaun?
It's always been great. I played on this all-star team, 7-on-7 team in high school. So, our relationship was good, and the conversation was always good. Always motivated me to get better, and teaching me some lessons I can learn to be able to be a better passer and read things.
And I'm also noticing you're dabbing too, Deshaun. Correct? Have I noticed that?
I am.
Yeah, I've noticed you're doing that. And then Dabo Swinney actually started doing it too.
Yeah.
Now, did you read there's some news stations, I think it might have been in the state of Georgia, that thought that the dabbing was based on Dabo doing that. I don't know if you saw that.
No, it's not. Dabbing been around for a long time, and it's just something that just really started getting popular, and rappers and singers saying it more now, so everyone is starting to do it. So,
what is your relationship with your coach?
My relationship is great. It just, ever since he recruited me, gave him my first offer, and was just, from there on, it's just been great. We can communicate very well, and everything, anything I need that, he can help me with, he's going to help.
So Dabo Swinney was the first guy to offer you a scholarship to go play football for him?
Yes, sir.
No kidding. And that now, what was your thought process in going to Clemson? Did that have something to do with it, that he was the first?
Nothing with the first, but he always been true to his word. Everything he told me in recruiting, he always did everything right. He was always real with me, straight up. And, the things that's going on right now, him and Coach Morris was the ones that told me that, it's going to happen. If you stay true to the process and do everything right and, keep, God first, everything that you want to achieve can happen. And now it's happening.
Can you tell him to take it easy on the punter?
He was. Yeah, I think he just caught him off guard, so he was just kind of, hot about it. But I think he's good now.
Yeah, because, I consider punters people too, Deshaun, and I understand that, your punter freelanced in a very inopportune moment. But just tell him to take it easy on the punter. Would you mind doing that for me?
All right, I will.
Would you mind doing that for me?
I can do that for you.
You bet. You bet. So I'm just thrilled to get to meet you here, and, because you've got more than just this Saturday. I mean, you got a big Saturday for you and your family. And then comes the game against Oklahoma. What are your first blush thoughts going against Oklahoma and Baker Mayfield, obviously going point for point, perhaps with a kid that a lot of people thought should be in a seat next to you come Saturday?
Just really, just have fun and just enjoy the ride. This is what we work hard for all year. To get to this point. So don't change anything and just be myself. And it's just going to be a fun game. The best team who execute on that day is going to win. Two great teams, and two high-score teams and two teams with good defenses. And so it's just going to be a fun ride, and we just have to see what happens.
All right, Deshaun. Well, good luck to you there. Good luck to you on Saturday. I've just heard that there's one vote that you definitely got. You know whose vote that is, right? Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah, Cam?
Yeah. He said he voted for you.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that. Yes, sir.
That's pretty neat. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, come on. Cam Newton's already said, I'm voting for Deshaun Watson. He came out and said that.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what does that mean to you, Deshaun?
It means a lot, just how our relationship is, and how much he really cares about me as a person and as a player. And we try to talk as much as we can. We're both pretty busy, but it just means a lot. He's a big brother to me, and our relationship is just going to continue to grow.
Well, good luck to you. Maybe I'll hopefully get a chance to speak to you Monday also. Okay,
sounds
Deshaun?
good. Thank you.
Oh, but you bet. That's Deshaun Watson, quarterback at Clemson.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.